How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today's video is going to be question and answer time, which I'll answer some of the questions from the previous video that you guys posted. First one, Read More says, are you bilingual? Yes, I am. I am Cantonese, except my written skill isn't too great. 所以咧，如果翻到香港，啲人會多數講得太快，我唔知佢哋講啲乜嘢，同埋我講出嚟啲嘢咧會整到好似棘啦卡啦咁樣。The second one, Shuyash Agrawal says, can you talk about what phone plan you have now and why? I still use a Freedom Pop phone. It's free every single month. I get about 1 gigabyte of data every single month. It does not really go over, and so I don't pay anything for the past, 2 years or so. So my phone plan, some people pay, add it all up, it's about $1,000. I paid zero. Paid Live Sports CX says, wondering what kind of bed pillow sheets do you own? I recently started reading about flame retardants and polyester being bad for your skin. I have, really plain old cotton bed sheets. It's not like even Egyptian cotton or anything. It's plain and it's, pretty cheap. Michael Hahn's question is, what's your first name? My first name's Francis. Muko Lee says, if you were given a chance to go back to university and study again, would you have taken up a degree in business sector instead? Well, I have an electrical engineering background. I have bachelor's of science and a master of science in electrical engineering. And I think if I were to go back, I still would have studied electrical engineering because I really, really enjoy knowing what actually goes on inside of electronics. And I like fixing them and I like building them. And I do have projects coming up where I plan to integrate some circuit boards, just some random project I thought of that I wanted to do. So I really like it, and so I don't think I would change a thing. Mark S. asks, what are your plans and thoughts on getting married and having children? My thoughts are, if I ever meet the right woman, yes, I will get married, and I guess having children is not a bad thing with the right woman, of course. Turnful asks, what's the most complex piece of automation you yourself have implemented? A while ago during a job, I had to program a set-top box with a Linux embedded system. I was responsible for the main core of it. So then it's like an automatic media aggregation system. It had to pull off some database off some website, read the information, parse it, and automatically record some internet radio. So this is a pretty old thing, at least 10 years ago. That I did this. It does this all automatically, of course. Music Forever asks, how many languages do you speak? 2, English and Cantonese. Jesse7601 says, do you participate in Black Friday shopping? I used to buy a lot more stuff, probably around the $600, $500 range every single year. That was only the last 2 years. I think I ramped up the last 2 years. And then the last year, I might have only spent maybe $100. And usually, even when I do buy stuff, it's usually not for me because I look at the things and I'm like, oh, I don't really want that. But, it's like a nice low price. So I might pre-buy stuff for the holiday season as gifts. Generally, most of it, even back in the $600-ish per year day, when I do buy stuff, I generally flip most of it so that, I'm really not spending anything. I'm actually gaining money from Black Friday. Sunshine C says, you have mentioned that you enjoyed spending time with your sister's dogs. Why don't you have any? Also, would you like to marry and have children one day? I really, really like dogs actually, but I don't think I have the time to take care of dogs myself because I dog sat before. I dog sat for about a week and a half or so, those very dogs that I showed, and I realized, wow, that's a lot of work because I have to walk them every day. I have to pick up after them all the time, feed them. They require so much care that I don't think I can leave the country. If I had pets, it would be a huge hassle. So maybe after I'm done, doing other traveling, doing what I want, and I'm just gonna stick in one spot, then sure, I'm going to get dogs and I guess not move around as much. Second part, would you like to marry and have children one day? Sure, if I meet the right woman, but it seems like I'm having trouble doing that these days, and maybe it's something wrong with me, I don't know. So we'll see in the future, I guess. Vitamin C320 asks, if you could visit any place in the world, where would you go? Currently, I don't actually have somewhere I really, really want to go because if I did, I would be going there. I guess I have some places that I have not been to and I kind of want to go, which I do plan to go in the near future because I need to spend all those credit card points I racked up. I plan to go to Tokyo. I plan to go to Thailand. I might go to other places, but generally traveling does not really make me all that much excited because I look at all the work I have to put in. I have to sit through that airplane ride. So yes, I will do that once in a while, but then I'm not like a super travel freak, I guess. I don't like want to just keep on going everywhere. Also, as you know, I'm trying to clean everything up first. This is kind of more like, to me, I'm like trying to set up base so that it's very solid first before I go traveling everywhere. V Expressivo says, have you started full-time work yet? How do you manage the big mortgage without big paycheck right now? Are you bleeding every month? Do you think the Valley is another tech bubble right now? I have not started another full-time position yet, but I do have plans that I have not revealed yet on purpose here because I kind of like to keep things a little secret until I actually do them before letting the whole world know. How do you manage the big mortgage without the big paycheck right now? I have a lot of residual income. I have dividends coming in. I have income coming from YouTube. And my expenses are really, really low. And I did it on purpose so that I can do crazy stuff like this where I'm not working for a short duration. Are you bleeding every month? No, I am not. I'm actually increasing my net worth every single month. Just, sitting here, doing my thing, doing whatever I want, and drinking my milk tea, making these YouTube videos. I'm quite enjoying myself. And this is not the long-term thing. I do have other plans coming up. And those other plans, I'm going to review a little bit about this the next week over when I'm done with a certain phase of things I'm trying to do. Do you think the Valley is in another tech bubble right now? I do not think it is right now, mainly because it's not as crazy as I remember it back in the .com days. It's just, just chugging along. I think if something does happen, it's going to be something else with the economy that would bring it down. Kevin Alves asks, any business ideas? I would work with you. Generally for anybody that comes up and go, oh, I got a business idea, I want to work with you. I would like to hear a pitch, I think. Something that's plausible, something that has a track record, because usually I guess I personally like to work alone. I haven't really worked with many partners in the past for certain endeavors, but if I do work with them, I would, vest them as they are vesting me through this YouTube channel, I guess. Just kind of like a business investment where I would want to see a good track record of whatever it is. And me, I'm not pitching any ideas. So if people are coming to me through the YouTube channel and pitching me ideas, then yeah, I'm open to that. It's probably hard to pitch me an idea to hit it right on the nail of where I'm going, which I have not revealed. Utopia Ruby Joy says, can you get rich on minimum wage? I think it's really, really hard, mainly because when you're on minimum wage, it's hard to save any money at all because all of that money that you're making, you're essentially spending it all. You might be able to if you get very creative in cutting out your costs, cutting your expenses. Certainly, if you stay on minimum wage for your whole lifetime, it's going to be almost impossible because you can't have any traction of accumulating wealth and starting to build your investment portfolio so that it can pay you back instead in dividends. So I think the best way to get rich or whatnot is while you're doing your minimum wage, cut back your expenses so that you don't have to work 2 jobs. And then try to expand your mind, get more education. Either that or you can go the entrepreneur route and try to find other ways, make money online. So that's my take on it. Tiffany P says, your videos have helped me so much. I stopped shopping, better credit, and I'm actually de-hoarding too right now. LOL, you're my YouTube guru. But what is your first name and what do you do full time now? My first name, as I said, is Francis. What do I do full time right now? Right now, I don't have a job. I do have something planned up, which I have yet to reveal. I have something to reveal next week regarding job-wise things. But right now, what I'm occupying my time with is basically more internal, where I'm cleaning up my place. I'm focusing on, kind of self-evaluation, self-improvement stuff. At the same time, I'm spending a portion of it making these YouTube videos. As you might have noticed, they might have improved in quality. I don't know. Maybe you think it kind of improved a little bit. SGN Gmail asked, how does TRex handle his newfound fame and the peas and the that jealous of him, I figure you get a lot of serious interpersonal questions, so why not lighten it up a little bit? Fame-wise, I mean, T-Rex, Ice Bat, these peas, I think the peas are, you know, they might get mad at me, but they're more disposable because you can get them on Amazon and they look exactly the same. However, if you try to go and get an Ice Bat, those other ones, even if you find the same color, same size, it's not going to look like this one because this one is particularly cute. There's when they make stuffed animals, there's like, I guess it's pretty random how they stitch things on, but just because of this sheer luck of all these random things put together, I think, you know, it's weird to say like stuffed animals have a personality, but this one, I think, it's pretty unique in that, you know, it's very good looking, I think this Ice Bat is very good looking. This T-Rex is at least 10 years old, and I think it's pretty unique. I've never found something just like it, and I think the company that makes it actually no longer exists, so this is like a one-of-a-kind thing. If anyone has one, I'd be very interested to see a picture of it. Michael M. Morgan says, would you buy a Rolex? I think currently my style is I don't wear watches. I don't like watches because I tend to move my hands really fast, and when I did used to wear watches, I tend to bang them a lot. So I used to wear a G-Shock, and that was okay because I could bang that a lot, but I wore other metal watches and they end up getting torn up. They fall off my wrist because, you know, I do things and I forget to take them off. I work on mechanical things and stuff. So me wearing a Rolex probably would not be a good idea, and I probably have to be much more careful with it. As far as affording one, it's not something I would want to do because I don't like drawing attention to myself. I generally don't enjoy that kind of attention because if someone sees me wearing a Rolex and they go, oh wow, you can afford it, and gives me specialized attention because of it, then I would, like, I don't really want that kind of attention. If I'm getting upgrades or for airlines or something, I guess that might be okay, but then I think the risks with wearing one is far worse than trying to get the benefits from, you know, showing off your Rolex watch. Now, if this channel ever blows up and I become extremely rich from it for some reason, then would I still buy a Rolex? I can't see me buying that right now. Maybe I might change. I don't know. I always said that if I suddenly make a lot of money, I'm not going to keep my same extreme frugal lifestyle. I'm going to most likely inflate my lifestyle a little bit. It's hard to say what I'm going to do in the future, but I definitely might be buying more stuff, I think. Rebecca Blashock says, do you have any siblings, and are they as financially aware as you? I have 2 brothers and a sister. I am the youngest. As far as I can tell, I don't think they're as financially aware as I am. Of course, I do not know their net worth or anything, but based on the spending habits, I am like way more frugal than any of my siblings. Why? I don't know why. It's just the way I grew up. I was given a 2 Hong Kong dollar allowance, and basically I don't spend it. I might spend it maybe once a month or so on some drink or something, but most of the time I would just keep it, and I would not spend it. So a lot of my classmates would buy something called a Waitalai. It's like a bottled form of a soy drink. It's either chocolate flavor or milk flavor. So I think that might be $1 or $2 or something like that. But basically, I don't buy that all that often. I just keep the money instead. And, you know, like back then, I eventually, you know, saved up enough to get like, to have like $100 Hong Kong dollars. That's a lot for a little kid. So that gives you a reflection of that's how I usually was. I don't buy things that on a daily basis. Rather, I try to save it in order to buy something big, which might not be a good idea either, because I ended up saving that in order to, you know, just blow it off on something big, which is something that I don't do these days, because I realize, you know, if you save a lot and then you blow it all off on something, you're just wasting it anyway. So thanks for watching this video, and thanks for all the questions. Don't forget to give me a like on this video. Comment down below. Let me know, you know, what your responses to my responses are. If you're interested in supporting this channel, check out my Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook. And if you don't like this audiobook, you can cancel it before the subscription expires. And if you try out this thing, you'll still help benefit this channel. I also have a Patreon link over here where if you're a Patreon, I give help such as help with your credit score or help with your finances. And in the upcoming video, I'm going to release an exclusive video tour of this place for Patreon members only. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel over here and click that bell icon next to that subscribe button so that you get a new notification whenever I upload a brand new video. Thanks for watching.